Okay, so this is the area that I presented to you during our alignment meeting, and this is the area of our warehouse in where we want the project to be implemented on. So let's talk about the different operations and processes that we have from the moment the product is picked until the moment it is sorted by box or destination according to what was the customer preferences. So firstly, the products come from the picking, from the storage, and the picking is made to these totes, which are these plastic containers, big containers. So the picker grabs a free tote, an empty tote, and then he makes the picking. And when it is full, for example, in this case, we have a tote full with lots of different products. It is put in this area, which is called drops. We call drops, and in the drawing, the layout as is, we have these drops area at the beginning of the conveyor. So we are entering on a different shift, and that's why the operation is stopped, and that is good to present you the operation as a whole, and then we'll see the processes. So the operator brings this tote, a full tote, to the packing stations, which are 16. Currently we have 16 packing stations that are presenting in the drawing, and then in this area he labels, he packs some products and labels every package or product directly. So in the system with this scanner he scans the barcode, and then a label with this printer, a label is generated, and then he can put it in the product or in the package to be put in this conveyor. We have currently this 20 meters conveyor that is responsible for transporting the products after packed in some cases and labeled, and then it transports the product to another area. An important distinction regarding the packaging of the products needs to be made. When a customer places an order, he can choose to receive the order at home or to pick it in store. In the case that he chooses to receive the order at home, the operators need to pack them either with these plastic bags or with these cartons, but the order needs to be packed. In the case the customer chooses to receive the products in store and to pick the products in store, the product can go either packed or not. So in the case the product is fragile or small, the operator packs them, but there's no rule, that's not a rule. He can put the product as it is without any packaging directly to the conveyor. However, the labels need to be on every product. So some products could not be packed, but the labels need to be put in every single one of them. So at the end of the conveyor the conveyor transports the products to this area, which in the picture we defined as the sorter. It's only a metallic infrastructure where the products arrive, and then they stay waiting for an operator to make a pre-sorting of those products to totes. So the operator separates the products to each tote to be then distributed according to their So during the peak times, we have high congestion in this area, which hinders the operation in the conveyor and in the packing stations. So this is a problem that we need to solve, and that's why we want an automatic sorter. After the products are separated by tote, an important distinction needs to be made. As I said before, the products can be, the client can choose to receive the products at home or to pick them in store. In the case the products are to be shipped to the client's houses directly, we have so this tote is for home delivery orders, and then when this tote is full, an operator brings the tote to another area, for example in here, and then he puts each product in a box. So he scans the barcode, and then he puts the product in a box. It doesn't matter if the product is to be shipped for Porto or for Lisbon or for Faro. The only things that matters is this is a home delivery order, and so I need to scan the label and to say this product is in this box, is inside this box. And in the end, when this box is full, for example in this case, the operator closes the box, and then he generates a label with the information of all the products that are inside this box. And this is the process of the home delivery orders. So, going back to this area, to the pre-sorting area, when a customer chooses to pick these products in store, we have a different area that we call PTL, based on a put-to-light system, where each box corresponds to a store. For example, we have this box that corresponds to the store number 549. So these three totes are totes for sector 1, 2 and 3 of this PTL area, so sector 1, sector 2, sector 3, and then the operator brings the tote, for example, of the sector 1 and distributes the products in this sector 1 of the PTL. So with a ring scanner, he scans the label of the product, of the label put in the packing stations, and then this light, for example, if the product is to be delivered to the store number 524, this light flashes, and then the operator knows that it should put the product in this box. And that's the distribution by store. Finally, let's consider this example. So we are in the PTL. This box is full, and the operator needs to close it. Therefore, he closes the box, he seals it with tape, and then he prints a label that has the information of all the products that are inside this box. He replaces the box for an empty one, and then he brings this closed box to these pallets. Here we have examples of closed box, and then these boxes, when this pallet is full, we will distribute these boxes in this area, which is the PTS, put to store, which is an area that will not be considered for this project. So this project, the aim of this project is to automate these processes until this point, the point that the box is closed and replaced by an empty one. In here we have some details about the operation, packing and labeling operation in the packing stations near the conveyor. So we have a tote full of different products that arrive to the drops, and then this operator picks the product, scans the label, then in the system he prints the label that is printed on that machine, and then sticks the label to the product and puts the product on the conveyor. It's worth noting that some of those products are only labeled and not packed, as I said before, because they are to be picked up in store and not home delivered, and that's why the operator is not packing the products. Okay, so in here we have the same case. The operator scans the product, the barcode, and then it needs to be packed in these cartons because it is to be home delivered. So the label is printed, and now the product is packed. Finally, the label is stick to the product and then put on the conveyor, and that's it. An important note is that the products can be packed as well with a plastic bag. In this case, they were packed with a carton, but it can also be packed in this plastic bag, and that's important to highlight. So now let's see in more detail how is the pre-sorting operation in this area. So the products, after labeled and packed, are put on the conveyor that transports each product to this sorter, this infrastructure, as it is in this case. We have a product that is arriving at this sorter, and then the operator reads the label and sees that it is for the PTL sector 2. He grabs the product and puts on the tote of the PTL sector 2. So this is a very manual operation that needs to be avoided, and that's one of our main goals with this project. So in here we have some details of the PTL operation. We have an operator that grabs the product, scans the label of the product, and then delivers the product to the store where the light flashes.